Yes, you guys heard me correctly. The numbers are in. And just like I told you, there was a boycott.
You got to understand, these numbers, they did like 2 million viewers. That's up from 2023. 2023 was a little over 900,000. So it is up. So the numbers are going up. But compared to last year, it fell by 40%.
Oh, so they're going to try to spin it. Okay, it could be the second most watched of all time. Of course, it's going to be that, but compared to last year, you still down 36%.
But like, it is another situation than pretending like Caitlin Clark doesn't exist.
They want to make the trajectory look like it's going up and not down. It's whatever, man. We see what's going on.
They're trying to make it so that the data looks as favorable as possible.
ESPN didn't want to show the ratings were down from WNBA All-Star Game because Caitlin Clark didn't play, so they just used the 2023 numbers instead.
ESPN
just got caught red-handed manipulating WNBA All-Star Game ratings to hide the catastrophic impact of Caitlin Clark's absence. And the evidence is so damning that even their own journalists are publicly calling them out for misleading the public. When the 2025 All-Star Game in Indianapolis saw a devastating 36% ratings collapse from 3.4 million viewers down to just 2.2 million, ESPN decided to completely ignore last year's numbers and instead compare against 2023 to create a fake narrative about historic growth that doesn't exist. What makes this deception even more outrageous is that the game was held in Clark's home arena of Indianapolis, meaning this should have been the biggest celebration in WNBA history. But instead, it became a disaster that ESPN desperately tried to spin as success through pure statistical manipulation.
Skewing data. They're just skewing data.
So it's up 158% compared to 23. What happened to 24? Y'all just gonna skip over 24? Like, what?
Thing is, you know, this could be disingenuous too. That's the bad side of it, because for some reason they have a thing where they want to compare everything without Caitlin. They're like, oh, well, you know, she's an anomaly, so we could compare these numbers to 2023 and show you that without Caitlin, it's growing.
This is very similar to the WNBA draft, comparing it to 2023. Very similar to how they are presenting this.
Clark's recurrent groin injury during the Fever's victory over Connecticut on July 15th was the injury that sparked the entire affair. Additionally, ticket prices fell 48% from $121 to just $64 within hours of her stating she couldn't attend All-Star Weekend, demonstrating that casual fans were genuinely refusing to attend a WNBA showcase without their biggest star. This wasn't merely a small blow to the league. A total economic collapse revealed how reliant the WNBA has become on a single 23-year-old player who has already missed 10 games this season due to injuries, making this her most injury-plagued single game in college or during her rookie season. If you think ESPN's manipulation proves they know Caitlin Clark is the only thing driving WNBA success, comment ESPN exposed and let me know whether you believe mainstream sports networks can be trusted when they have financial stakes in the leagues they cover. So for all the people that campaigned to date, she has never missed a game.
So for all the people that thought that it wasn't a boycott against this All-Star Game, it was, bro. People was just DMing me, telling me that they weren't going to look at it. People was telling me that they refunded their tickets. I was even supposed to be there, and I decided not to go because of the things with the referees and the WNBA disrespecting Caitlin.
1,250,000 viewers, woof, out of existence. No Caitlin Clark, not tuning in.
So all of you guys can sit there and say, oh, you guys are just trying to uplift one player. Oh, the league is more than one. I agree, the league is more than one player. It's more than one good basketball player. But is there more than one player that moves the tide? No. We just have to be honest. It's okay.
There is fans that are just Caitlin Clark fans. I said this yesterday. If Caitlin Clark was to leave to go to New York or any other damn team, expect significant impact in the Indiana Fever viewership, bro. People might tune in for that first season without Caitlin if she was to leave, but after that, it is over with.
There was plenty of people I saw online who said, yo, Caitlin Clark not playing. Oh, she's hurt and they don't want to call fouls. Okay, I'm not giving them a view. I'm not going to watch. There was plenty of people that boycotted watching this WNBA All-Star Game.
You can see when Caitlin doesn't play, it halves. And how are we meant to know that if Caitlin ends up missing a year, Caitlin's gone, that all those fans don't just leave again?
They know they need Caitlin Clark to grow this league.
When you look closely at how ESPN created their false historical viewership narrative, cherry-picking data points that presented the best possible picture while utterly ignoring the massive decline that actually occurred, it becomes even more clear how statistically dishonest they were. ESPN's official social media accounts and press releases highlighted that the 2025 game was up 158% from 2023, when Clark was still playing college basketball and the WNBA was virtually unknown to mainstream audiences, rather than truthfully stating that All-Star viewership decreased by more than 1 million people in comparison to 2024. This was not an oversight nor an accident. It was a deliberate choice to use the most positive comparison available to sway public opinion, while hiding what actually occurs when their main attraction is unavailable. When you consider that they had portrayed Clark as the driving force behind the league's record development for the entire season, then abruptly acted as though individual players are unimportant after her absence resulted in a ratings catastrophe, the deceit becomes even more obvious. Additionally, the network heavily advertised Friday night's three-point contest and skills challenge numbers, which attracted 1.3 million viewers, an 89% increase over the previous year. However, they purposely overlooked important context that would have clarified that this jump was entirely related to format and scheduling changes that normally increase viewing and had nothing to do with the health of the league as a whole.
Why not just not put up 153, just say 2.2 million average viewers, and then just say second most watched All-Star game ever behind 2024, which is fine. You don't even have to say how down bad it is. It's a PR page.
Instead of trying to down Caitlin Clark and diminish her to the level that other people may be at, why don't you promote the other people alongside of Caitlin Clark's greatness?
If Caitlin Clark was in it, we're going to say it's up on non-Caitlin Clark numbers because, you know, Caitlin Clark's just an anomaly. Caitlin Clark's not a player. Caitlin Clark is not relevant to this. Caitlin Clark is an anomaly.
Y'all are trying to straddle the fence. We want your money, but we don't want you. Which one is it? Which one is it? We want the viewership, but we only want viewership from certain people's fans. We want the ratings up, but we don't want these type of like, no. Do you want it or not? You got to accept what comes with everything. The good,
the destruction caused by Clark's departure caused affects every facet of life and reaches well beyond television ratings.